listening to CHISMESANDMENUDO podcast, a word vomit. That's how we say it.
Yeah, I guess so.
We had a busy week last week.
We sure did.
It was too much, to be quite honest. I can't believe people do that.
I told you.
Like all the time, every week. Last week we went out to open mics 3 days out of the week. We went on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday we were going to. But then we were able to get into the Cam Patterson show that he had here at the Addison Improv, and we went. So we
had a bunch of our friends on, which was cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome to see everyone there.
Yeah.
A lot of them were there.
Yeah, a bunch of people were there. Zach was there. Jacob.
Zach
Marchand, Jacob Cantor. Others.
Rudy.
Rudy was there.
Eddie hosted. And
Adri
got to go on stage. He opened. He was really good.
Both shows. Yeah, did really well.
He did really well.
Yeah, Eddie did really well too.
Eddie, oh man.
That chick that was hosting the second show when I got there, I had seen her on Instagram a bunch.
What do you mean?
Maddie?
Yeah. What do you mean you saw her?
Like, she just started popping up randomly on my Instagram.
Oh, really?
The day before.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, what? Like, when she was on stage, I was like, why the fuck why does she look familiar? Is she from here? And then, like, I went, once I got back home, I was on Instagram, and then I saw her. I was like, oh, that's who she is.
Yeah.
I don't remember her last name. It was Maddie something.
Maddie Mac? No. I think there's an other M on it.
That's illiterate.
Alliteration, not illiterate. So Eddie hosted the first show, because I was there for the first and second show. When Eddie hosted the first show, she had time on stage or whatever. And when I got there, everyone had already gone on. Atharva had gone on. And I think there was like one more person before Cam Patterson when I got to the first show. But while we were waiting for him to come on, this girl that was sitting in front of us, she looks back at me and she goes, "Hey, you're really funny," to me. And I was like, "Me?" And then she looked at me and she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What?" So I told Atharva, and I was like, "Atharva, I think she knows me from the podcast." And Atharva was like, "Oh shit, oh cool, whatever." And then I told Eddie, and he goes, "Oh, there's a chick on the show. She probably thinks you're her."
Yeah, that's immediately what I was thinking of.
But the girl had curly hair, and I had my hair like this. So how would she confuse me?
Why didn't you ask her? Like, oh, how do you know? Well, what do you know?
Because I was so thrown back. I was like, me?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah. I was like, okay.
That happens to me all the time.
Really?
I get recognized constantly. I can barely leave the house. That's why we moved out to Ferris.
Shut up. You're so mean. When Eddie told me that, it clicked, and I was like, oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't look alike.
Right. Just the hair alone.
Yeah.
Just the hair alone.
Yeah.
Because her hair was like a curly, like natural curls.
Yeah.
So I was like, no way. I think she did know me.
Yeah, maybe.
That's crazy. I know I should have asked. Really great to see everybody. When we went to the open mics, we got to be a part of Kane and Peyton's promo that they're doing for the show that they're doing tonight that we're going to. Connect 4, I think, right? Was that the name of it?
Yeah.
That's the name of the show?
Yeah.
Connect 4.
I believe it is.
That was fun. Poor Kane. Poor Kane.
I feel like he had this whole thing in his head where he was like, all right, cool, I'm going to shoot a promo. We're going to have a tournament, a Connect 4 tournament. It's going to be 3 tables to Connect 4, and everybody's going to fucking play and participate. It's going to be awesome. And then he asked us to do it. Yeah. We weren't planning on staying that long. We just wanted to get autographs from everybody.
Yeah.
And then he set everything up, and everybody was just kind of doing their own thing. Nobody was really paying attention to the game. I lost twice against this dude, Kenny.
Yeah, no one was really recording anything.
No. Did you send him the footage?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I had like 4 or 5 videos. Some of them were really long. I think I got yours where you were playing all the way through. And then I think you got mine where I was playing all the way through. Because I beat Kane.
Yeah. I think that was another thing where he was like,
yeah.
fuck. No, I'm out of my own thing.
And he also brought a Connect Four that like were balls.
That one was fun. Everybody was shitting on it, but it was fun.
It was fun, but he was also freaking out because all the balls were like going everywhere, and he was like, "I can't get all these balls. Like, where are all the balls?" I think at one point he made an announcement, and he was like, "Y'all make sure that y'all get all my balls."
Yeah.
I was like, dude.
Yeah. It was fun. That's the one that I won.
Yeah, you did. You did win that. Yeah. That was crazy. I don't think anyone recorded it though.
No, probably not.
Because I recorded the whole game where you were sitting down.
Yeah.
But
Which wasn't long because Kenny beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Like twice. He beat me once because we were like, oh, let's practice. And then he beat me. And I was like, all right, this is practice. And then he beat me again. And I was like, fuck, I'm an idiot.
When me and Kane were going on, I was trying to like fuck with him, right? But this was before like he was getting antsy.
Yeah.
Or like half of the way through, because I remember like me pushing to get the red, what is it called? The chip thingies. And he was like, no, I want the red. And I said, no, I'm a girl. I was like, I pick which one. And he goes, no, I want the red. And I go, you know what, Kane? I just saw you struggling after all these things. You go ahead and keep your red chips, boy. It's okay. I won't fight you for it. But poor guy, he was struggling.
Yeah.
And then everyone else who was a part of the show was like, it's all right. Like trying to calm him down. But that was funny. I love that.
Yeah.
Kane is very type A.
Yeah, he wants things to go a certain way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was cool. They have the show tonight. Unfortunately, this isn't going to come out before we can promote it. But we can promote it on our Instagram, and y'all can go check it out. Is it at DCC or is it somewhere else?
Yeah, it's at DCC.
It's at DCC. Connect 4. I know Kane and Peyton are on it. There's 2 other comics that are on it. I think Kenny is one of them.
Kenny.
And I don't know Kenny's last name.
I don't either. But there's another girl. She was there. She was on most of the promo. She was recording most of it. But
Taylor?
I think it was Taylor.
I don't remember.
Peyton's phone died half the way through, so she couldn't record anymore. But also, she kept going in and out to talk to people inside.
Yeah.
So
she made me laugh so fucking hard from across the way. Like, because she was, like, on the other side, and I was just kind of hearing everybody's conversation. We were standing next to each other, and all of a sudden I hear Peyton go, I want to win the national spelling bee. I was like, what the fuck? I looked over, I was like, who was that?
And then someone else was like,
Palmer?
Someone else was telling her, spell prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Whatever. I would not have won the national spelling bee.
That was so fucking funny.
Dude, I
haven't thought about that movie in like 2 decades. That had me dying laughing. That was so funny.
She's so quick with it.
Yeah. And yeah, that was fun. That was on Wednesday? Tuesday?
Yeah, that was Wednesday because the Camp Patterson show was on Thursday.
Yeah, what did we do Tuesday? Did we go out?
Yeah, Tuesday we went. That's when we got Peyton and Atharva's autographs.
That's when we got their signatures.
Comedy Arena. I thought there would be more people than there were.
They're going through a shift right now. So, and then there's another one in Plano, Bebop, that we're going to go to that I've noticed a lot of people are starting to go to. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Bebop might be the one.
For the next time maybe we do it.
Yeah.
So pretty much the reason why I don't know if we've said this on Word Vomit yet, but the reason why we're doing the autographs is because we're trying to go out, like we're doing a vlog, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release the vlog weekly, but it will only be once a month that we release that vlog.
So it's not weekly.
No, because we only have so many autographs to get, and also that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like. On Tuesday, I had a signing. I was Monday. Did we do anything on Monday?
No.
Monday, I had a signing. Had to push it to Tuesday. Tuesday, I still had pictures that I had to go and get developed that I forgot about that I had to have you go do. It was just all crazy.
They were
like
missing some people's photos.
Missing people's photos. They were in like different stacks that we didn't get. We still had to print other stuff out.
I thought you were ready.
First of all, you know me. You know I wasn't.
No, I really... Because you printed so many... Like, you printed out a bunch of them and you showed me.
I printed out 40.
You like a week before. So I was like, oh, you just did one run and printed out all of them.
So I have a folder in my phone that is all of our guests, but I haven't updated it. So all the guests that we had at Goodyear, I didn't have those in that stack.
Yeah.
So when I printed it, I was like, oh, I already have all these ready. I thought I was ready too.
Yeah.
But I wasn't.
And then Thursday, we were just all over the place.
Yeah, so Thursday we were supposed to go to
Reno's and Noah's.
Reno's and Noah's.
So this is like we
No.
had this set, and then you texted me saying Eddie can possibly get us into the Cam Patterson show, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
but let's plan for Reno's and which one calls it Noah's. Like that's where my head was, and then
We could have done that.
and then I think I got home and I texted you like, so Reno's tonight, and you said yeah, and then. Jasenia got home. I had already showered and gotten ready, and then we took a nap together.
You guys in these naps is insane.
What?
You guys in these naps.
I wake up every day at 5.
Oh, now you're gonna make me feel bad.
I'm gonna show you a video of what I do every day at my job.
Okay. No, I will feel bad for you.
Yeah.
No, but
I was just tired that day because
Yeah.
my job's been short staffed and I had to start doing like a bunch of extra shit. But
did they pay you for that?
I just got my raise, so
Okay.
yeah. I got my raise a little while ago before I started doing all this shit, so
They're not gonna pay you more.
probably not. And then also it's a weird thing going on. Like,
Yeah.
it's
But anyway.
election year or whatever. But yeah. So I take a nap and then I wake up to like 5 text messages. Let me see if I can find them.
Honestly, I knew you were asleep, and I was like, he should have already been on the road. What the fuck?
But why didn't you just call me?
Because I was annoyed that you were asleep.
Like why? I don't understand why you. I would have answered.
I just told you why.
I would have answered if you called.
Well, I know I didn't want you to answer because I didn't want to call you because you were asleep. You should have been awake.
Okay.
Oh, no. No. Whatever.
I'm gonna go home, run, bring the mics, blah blah blah. The white ones, bring the tripod. I said okay. At 8:15, I was still asleep. Granted, you said I'm at the
Honestly,
improv.
I
Let
didn't
me
think
know
you
when
were
you're
gonna
at
go. I
Reno's.
thought you were gonna let me. I thought you were gonna tell me like, let's just call it a wash. I thought you were gonna stay home.
No.
Go ahead.
So you said I'm at the improv. Let me know when you're at Reno's. Oh my God, a table recognized us. You're still in Ferris? ? That was all those text messages were within like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Asked, why are you in the improv? Eddie let me in. I'm about to go home. I said, so no Reno's. Started at 8:30. I was like, what about Noah's? Okay, I'm down. Let me know. I said, I'm about to pull up. But I also did say nah. And didn't respond to it.
And honestly, I was watching the show because you were just. I
But
didn't know what you were doing.
You could have just called me before the show.
I also didn't know how long I was gonna be able to stay there because I didn't know if they were gonna clock me. But I did get a ticket. Like I went through the front. And
if Eddie, I just figured Eddie was gonna sneak us in through the back.
No, he had passes.
Yeah.
So he put our names down for
Once somebody tells me they're getting me in, I just assume like, oh, okay, I don't need to worry about. The one thing I was worried about was I thought the waitress was gonna be like, hey, what do y'all want to get? Because I didn't want to get anything. I had just eaten.
Oh, and you had to like
a 1 or 2 drink, whatever.
It was a 2. I remember.
Yeah. So then I get to, I'm thinking like, okay, she's at the show. So we missed Reno's. Let's at least go to Noah's because a bunch of people do go there.
Yeah. That we've had on.
And then I got into the parking lot, paid for parking. And right before I'm crossing the street, you call me and you're like, hey, come over here to Addison. I was like, why? I was like, because I already watched the first show, but come and watch the second show with us.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I guess.
And you took forever.
I was in downtown.
That's not far from Addison.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 20 minutes.
It's 30 minutes.
You said be there in 20. Look back in your messages. You said be there in 20.
I said be there in 20, 10 minutes after I got on the road.
Oh.
You idiot.
It was a great show, to be honest.
Yeah. That I could have been a part of it. We would have planned it.
But then I knew that you were going to get pissed if you got to the play, to Addison, improv, the whatever. And then I was be like, oh, they kicked us out.
At what time did you decide I'm going to the improv?
When I was...
Because you didn't text me.
Bring up the messages.
You didn't text me.
Yes, I did.
No. Look. I just read them.
I'm at the improv.
Look, this is at 3:44. This is when you told me to bring the mic.
Go further up because what I was saying, Eddie was going to try to get us in.
How much charge, dedicated upload? Okay. You told me Thursday, 1:58 p.m. Or 2:31 actually, because that was a different message. He said he's gonna try. That was at 2:31. I replied at 2:33. It's in Fort Worth, isn't it? And then you said Addison Improv. I'm in Frisco today. Oh, okay, cool. So no Reno's. Well, hold on. Let me see what Eddie says. And I said, okay. You said, are you going home after work? I said, yeah. I'm gonna go home, go for a run, and then shower and get ready. Bring the small mics, please. And then we talked about the white mics, so you wanted me to bring the tripod also, which I did. And then at 6:01, that was at, you said bring the tripod at 5:59, and I said okay. So with all of that, where do you think that I thought we were gonna meet up?
Reno's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
by that, what time was that? Because I got to Addison.
6 o'clock exactly.
Okay, I didn't get to Addison until like 8 o'clock.
8:15 is when you texted. That's the very next thing that you texted me. Once I said okay, and that's the okay is agreeing on the plan to go to Reno's, you texted me, I'm at the Improv at 8:15.
Yes. So if I could grab my phone, me and Eddie were talking, and he was like, I'm going to see. I was still going to see.
You went from Frisco to the Improv? Or you went home?
No, I didn't go home. I went from Frisco because it was right there. Why would I go home?
So, you had all of that time.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Hold on.
You need this next.
All right.
What?
I don't think I do, because you're about to tell me of when you're already at the Improv.
Why does that matter?
Because from you being in Frisco to you getting to Addison, you could have called me and said, hey, we're going to the Improv. And I would have been like, okay, cool.
But because getting to the Improv is further out than you going to Reno's. So I didn't want to pick, because I still didn't know. I didn't want to piss you off by having you get there. And then I didn't know that I was going to be able to go in until I was at the ticket booth. And the guy was like, okay, Eddie said it's fine. Mm-hmm. If I had known before then, I would have told you to come on. But then you weren't texting me. It started like at 7:30. Everybody was starting to get into the thing, and I was already late by 8 o'clock. And that's when you weren't responding to me. So I was like, okay, he probably fell asleep. So I thought the whole night was gonna be a wash, and then you were like coming.
I had already planned on being out late that night anyway, because even if that would have happened, like if we would have gone to the Improv and they told us no. Mm-hmm. It would have been 8 o'clock, and we still would have had time to go to downtown. Because either way...
Well, I was scared of pissing you off.
Either way, Adriana, you made me drive to downtown and then drive to Addison.
Yeah, once I knew that you for sure could get in.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to...
And then what did we stay for? I didn't see Cam at all.
That was on you. You wanted to leave.
Yeah, because I had work at 5 in the morning the next day. So if you would have told me, hey... we're actually going to Cam's show, I would have even paid for a ticket.
I think this is all a miscommunication.
On your part, yeah. You didn't communicate.
Yeah. I apologize.
Yeah.
However
what?
No, nothing. Because I know you're going to get mad. Yeah. I love you.
When you're going to change plans, just let me know.
Okay.
Because if you let me know, then I'm not mad.
You were mad.
Yeah, because you didn't let me know. I'm thinking like, okay, I can take a little nap and then go get to Reno's, because Reno's, like you said, is closer to my house than it is. So I really only need to leave 20 minutes before.
But I thought you had fallen asleep and you were going to stay asleep. And at that point, I was like, I still don't know if I'm going to be able to get in. He's already asleep. This is probably just going to be like a whatever night. Like we'll just probably not even.
Whenever you think like anything, just call me. It's easier just to call.
Okay, I'll call you next time. I'm sorry you didn't get to watch Cam Patterson. Yeah. He was really funny.
Yeah, I bet.
It was so funny.
I'm just glad I didn't pay for a ticket. I didn't pay to see everybody. Everybody else.
No, they were sold out.
Yeah, exactly.
They were all like, guys, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was packed.
It was packed. Both shows.
No.
A lot of frat boy type guys in the audience, which kind of threw me off. But it was great. It was a great show. He almost broke the Improv sign because he was banging on the wall for like some jokes or whatever, and he like one of the letters came off and he had to put it back on. But yeah, it was a good time all around. Oh, so mommy was mad at you.
Why?
Because she thinks that you don't put on long sleeves.
I don't.
And she thinks that you don't put on sunscreen.
I put on sunscreen.
Where?
My face and my arms.
Not your pants? Not your legs?
Nope. I don't put sunscreen on my pants.
Not your legs?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that nobody's ever put sunscreen on their pants.
Okay.
Call me crazy. Whoa, Ricky's on another one of his wild conspiracy theories.
Shut up.
But I don't think that anybody's ever put sunscreen on their pants.
You should put sunscreen on your legs.
I wear pants at work.
Oh.
Yeah, look at the difference in my legs and my arm.
You can't tell because Ricky, you can't tell because of the hair. The hair on. Oh, I see.
Yeah. No, I wear sunscreen. It's just I get dark.
Mommy thinks that you should put on long sleeves.
I have a couple, but sometimes I don't wear them.
You should wear them.
Yeah, probably.
What kind of sunscreen do you put on your face?
Face screen.
Face screen?
Yeah, that's the brand.
Face screen?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It could be.
Stupid.
I'll show you the one that I put on.
Is it FPF 100?
No, it's 30 or 50, something like that.
The highest is 70. You could make the effort to get 70. She thinks that you look old.
That I look old?
Yeah.
Like you look old.
Ma.
She thinks I look old?
Yeah, she when we...
I am old. I'm 30.
Don't tell her I said this, okay? Because she's going to get mad at me. But when we were at... came over here for 4th of July,
No.
we were going home, and she goes, Ricky looks older, doesn't he? And then obviously I had to chime in with like fucking throwing fuel on the fire. I'm like, yeah, pero es que trabaja en el sol todo el día y no se pone sunscreen. I told her that. And she goes, no
okay.
se pone sunscreen. ¿Verdad?
Oh, okay. So she's mad. Okay. So she's mad at me. I'm looking for something to throw at you. So she's mad. So you're like, oh my God, mom was mad at you because of, but you didn't say because of what I told her. She's mad at you.
Well, I was assuming, I had made the assumption that you didn't put on sunscreen. And she goes, but she was like, I don't think he does.
I do.
You should tell her that.
I put it on every day.
Well, you look haggard and you talk about me.
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
I am mad because you do this all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes,
You're
you do,
so
Adriana.
dramatic.
Yes, you do. I stayed home. Anytime that I stay home sick or I tell you, like, oh, I didn't go in.
I tell mom.
You tell. Ricky's in the hospital.
Well, there's a sense of urgency that I require her to have.
Why?
So that she checks up on you.
She check up. If you just tell her that I'm sick, she'll check up on me anyway.
No, because then she'll think the worst. So if I tell her
The
right off
worst,
the bat.
so tell her the worst immediately so that she doesn't have a chance to not think about it. She'll just automatically think about the worst.
Yeah, and then you can tell her that you're fine. And then you can tell her that you're fine and she feels better. There's a method to my madness.
Spike her blood pressure. And then make me make her feel better.
No, fuck that. Because if I didn't tell her like that and then I told her, oh, Ricky has the sniffles and you have the flu, she'd come back and be like, why didn't you tell me he had the flu? Why did you just tell me that he had the sniffles?
I tell you all the information. So literally all you have to do is just repeat what I tell her. There's no reality in which you have to alter the story at all. If I tell you, oh, I stayed home, I had a stomach ache. All you have to do is tell mom, oh, Ricky stayed home today because he had a stomach ache. And then she will call me and ask me if I need anything. And I would be like, no, I'm okay. I'm starting to feel better. That's the only way this has to play out.
I do that.
No, you don't. You tell her, Ricky's in the hospital. We need to get his affairs in order.
That's dramatic.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I don't do that.
I never talk about your affairs. You're so annoying.
Why?
What do you mean? All right, I'm gonna start doing it to you.
What?
I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna start working with John again, and I'm gonna be like, an AC unit fell on him. It's like, what? I stubbed my toe. Yeah.
Both are believable with John. Be so for real.
You know, he forgot he broke his arm.
Yeah, and his leg at one point, he was like, baby, you were hobbling on fucking... You know how many sets of crutches he has? Do you know how many sets of crutches we have at the house right now? And he
Wait,
doesn't
4
want to
crutches or 4 sets?
Sets full, like, we have 8.
Why?
Because he's hurt himself that many times.
Why don't y'all just use the same crutches?
Right. Because he wants the crutches. Because you know why? Because he loves to hobble out the hospital with some crutches and giving you sympathy from people.
Oh, he doesn't.
He does. He loves it. He's an attention whore. Pisces.
Fucking yeah. I remember talking to him. I was like, "You remember when you broke your forearm?" He was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I have a memory of you breaking your arm. Like you put your hand in between 2 pallets, and then whoever was driving the forklift just squeezed your arm."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah."
That's crazy when you have that many injuries that you don't remember your injuries anymore.
Yeah, I've never broken a bone.
Me neither.
With your injured hand.
Oh, that's sacrilegious.
I've gotten hurt quite a bit, but nothing crazy serious. The one that I think is craziest is when I was a kid. You remember where our friends used to live in the apartments when we were young in the 2-bedroom? Mm-hmm. You remember we would go like down the way by where the alley was, and we had friends that lived right there?
Yeah.
You know the tree that was
I love that tree.
Yeah. One time, I think you were hanging out with Victoria, or I was just chilling by myself, and then nobody wanted to play because I don't know why. I think everybody was gone.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, well, I'll just chill in the tree. And I climbed up there. And then I woke up like an hour later or something.
Shut up.
I don't know if it was an hour. I don't know how much time.
On your back or? That's probably why you.
What?
Nothing.
Why I'm broken inside? Because I broke on the outside. No, for real though.
Ricky, but also let me explain to y'all this tree, okay? Because it's crazy that you fell, and you are crazy. This tree, maybe 5 feet off the ground, maybe 4 feet off the ground because we were little.
Nah.
Rick, how many feet do you think?
At least 100 minimum.
Oh,
if I'm lucky.
You would have been actually literally deceased.
No.
4 feet off the ground, this tree, and it's a perfect, just a right angle, perfect, and sturdy. It was sturdy. So the only way that you could have fallen off that tree. Also, keep in mind how many times we climbed that tree. Almost every day, for as long as we lived there. Mm-hmm. The only way that you would have fallen off that tree is if you were being dumb.
Some would call it adventurous. Because I did go a little higher that day.
Yeah, okay. There were more branches where you could go higher.
Yeah, there's more branches, but those were also thinner and flimsier.
You didn't get on the branch that we knew.
No.
Okay, well.
Damn. You know what? This reminds me of a song.
No.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. You thought I was going to hit you with Toby Keith again?
Yes. We're going to kill TLC.
Shut up. One of them's already dead.
Oh no, it's starting.
It wasn't me. Saw me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me.
Shaggy, be careful. We can't lose a legend.
Name 2 other songs.
No, I couldn't if I tried.
Angel.
Name another one.
Devil.
Yo, but that tree.
Life of one big party when you're still young. But who gonna have your back when it's all gone?
That was a bop.
Do I have to bleep all that?
No. You people probably can't even recognize what the hell you're singing, to be honest.
It's a great song.
That bad.
That one you can, it's Angel, you can understand what he's saying.
What is Angel? I don't remember that one.
Shawty, you're my angel. You're my
dawn. Oh my God, how did I not remember that?
Yeah, it's a great song.
I thought they were the same song.
No. Because the Angel is about loving a woman, and it wasn't me. It was about cheating on that woman.
Oh, cult classic.
I don't know.
Dude, honestly, it was so cool to see all the comedians.
Yeah, it was fun.
I like going to the open mics.
We were all hanging out. We were laughing, having a good time.
It's different when you hang out with comedians because you can be. This
Nasty.
this is a specific. Just because I'm not a comedian, but I'm around them, it's so fun. Because you don't have to like you can say just random shit.
Yeah.
And then they either add to it.
It was crazy. You were blasting the N word. It was like you got a little too comfortable.
No,
it was wild.
Peyton would have beat the shit out of me.
Honestly, I don't think she would.
Honestly, she would have been like, "That's crazy." Pass.
Yeah. She would have smacked you.
She almost smacked Steven. Remember, she was so upset about him saying the N-word on stage because people mistake him for a black guy.
What was this?
When she came on, right after we did the slavery joke.
Not
joke, the slavery picture that turned into something.
I still don't think that's big enough to be a slave ship.
I think we just have to be super sensitive with where we place ships.
Yeah, I guess.
You know?
Yeah. So when are we doing this again?
I don't know. Maybe once a week we'll do it. Not 3 times a week.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I don't even want to do that.
Okay.
What do you think? Were you okay to do it?
Yeah,
dude, you were struggling just as much as I was.
Nah, but I'm used to it because I would try to hit mics, you know?
I was annoyed.
Yeah.
I was annoyed.
Yeah.
Could you tell?
Mm-hmm.
I was so annoyed.
But you also have signings and stuff to do. I also get off earlier than you do.
Yeah.
So
I was scrambling.
So I can get off at 3:30, so it is easier for me to, but I do also have to drive an hour home to get ready.
So do I. But I don't even drive that hour home because it would be pointless.
Yeah, but like you could just change.
Right. Because I don't have I'm not working outside.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sweating.
You could, like on your lunch break, you can just get your makeup ready, touch it up once you leave.
Yeah.
And then like change from your scrubs to your, regular
my
clothes.
Clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that the whole week, so can I tell you what I was doing?
You also have signings though.
Yeah. Which I stopped taking. I was trying to schedule them, but I couldn't get them for this week, so I'm going to try to push them for this upcoming week. But on Tuesday when I was doing it, bro, because I didn't bother getting ready at work because I was so busy. Mm-hmm. So I get out.
Who gonna you back when it's all gone?
First
this is
of all,
the part nobody understands. Yeah. We might need to cut this out. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead. So you were trying to get ready at work?
Get off work. I drive somewhere where I can park. I put on my makeup real quick in the car.
Why don't you just do it in the bathroom of your office?
Because it was already time for everybody to leave.
Oh, you have to get out?
Yeah. Well, I know I don't have to, but I also don't want to stay there because it's in downtown Fort Worth, and the
traffic.
No, the homeless population is crazy, and
carry a gun.
No. Yeah. I will most likely shoot myself before I shoot anybody else with the gun.
Take a class.
I'm probably be like, why isn't it working? Like looking in the fucking barrel.
Well, they teach you that in class to never do that.
To not look into the barrel?
Yeah, never look into the barrel. Stop it. You shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah, it was just a mess. And luckily, one of my Tuesday, I worked in Addison. My signing was in Carrollton. And then where did we go on Tuesday? Oh, we went to Comedy Arena. So I was just going north.
Yeah.
Or this way.
Yeah. It's a lot of driving, dude.
That's a lot of driving.
Yeah. And then Tuesday, when we were in McKinney, you went to Mesquite. I went a little further down to Ferris.
Yeah.
It was an hour. Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Would you still try?
Try what? Doing it? Yeah. I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
That last week,
I figured you would have been used to it because of the signings that you do. But then I realized the signings take like 20 minutes.
If that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going home. I get home by like 8.
Yeah.
So staying out all night was crazy all week. Also, I have kids, and it's not just me.
I also have kids, don't I?
You don't have kids. You have dogs. You leave them in cages.
Leave you in cages. Exact same breakfast, except I had bacon and sausage.
Dude, when you were ordering it, I was like, oh my god, now they're gonna think I'm gonna copy him. But to be fair, I get that.
No, because we're not children.
You had that twinkle in your eye, like, oh, you're gonna get what I'm getting.
No, the twinkle was.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Not my best of it.
Fucking bloody knuckly. You remember that game?
Yeah, hell no.
We can play with the other hand.
Let's say our order. I don't want to play.
All right.
So our order.
That's
to be
the first
fair,
time that I get that too.
To be fair, I order this all the time.
No.
You don't ever order this.
Never.
So what's your regular order?
My regular order: 3 eggs over medium with a side of bacon, side of hash brown, side of toast, and a pecan waffle.
Okay, this is at that one diner that we go to. That's around here.
Every diner, no matter where.
Pecan waffle.
Pecan waffle.
Everyone has pecan waffles.
Everybody's got pecans. Everybody's got waffle mix. You just throw them bitches in there.
Us and pecans though is crazy.
Yeah.
I've actually never tried a pecan waffle, but
they give a little crunch to it.
I love crunch.
crunch.
That's why I like also Rocky Road.
Yeah, that's why I prefer waffles to pancakes.
Because of the crunch.
Yeah, pancakes don't have that crunch.
I like nut crunches. I don't like textured crunches. Waffles are a textured crunch.
If it's made good, it's fluffy on the inside and has just like it doesn't have as much give, as a pancake does.
Okay.
But I always said that, and then I had a pancake not too long ago, and I was like, pancakes are the shit.
Pancakes are amazing.
Pancakes are great.
Underrated.
I thought about getting pancakes, and then I saw the French
toast.
So normally that's what I get.
Yeah. I always, no matter what, no matter where, get French toast, sausages, hash brown, eggs. I think that's it. Those 4. But that's what you got this morning.
Yeah.
And when you asked for the eggs, I was like, oh, they has my exact fucking order.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm going to get the same except for sausages with sausages.
I like that because the French toast was on a separate plate. I've got this thing. I don't like mixing bread with, because you saw I put ketchup on everything on the plate. So on the plate was the eggs with the hash browns and then bacon.
Yeah.
And then I put ketchup on it.
The amount of ketchup that you put on food is insane.
It wasn't that much.
Ricky.
I put ketchup on it.
I think
and
I
then
took
Tabasco
a picture.
Sauce.
Tabasco sauce too?
Yeah.
No wonder your stomach is always messed up.
It's not always messed up.
It is always messed up.
My stomach's perfectly fine.
Okay. I like it the French toast separate because I don't like the syrup to get on the rest of my food.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. Yesenia tells me that I'm picky because I do that. But I'm like, no, it's because this is like the savory plate.
Yes.
And then this is a sweet plate.
Yes. Why are we siblings?
Because our parents fucked. Because we come from the same nutsack. That's probably it. These are guesses. Honestly, I'm not sure.
You're such a bitch.
Do you think that in other lifetimes we're brother and sister? Or siblings?
Yeah. Yeah. Because how do we get along so well?
No, it's probably because we've known each other since we were 0. At least since I was 0.
I was 2. Yeah, so great week. Honestly, I feel like if we were to go out every day, like how we did last week, we'd have not every day, but like 3 times, however long we went out, we'd have so much to talk about, so much content.
Yep.
But
Noah's is the one that I wanted to go to, really.
why? Because they're like crazy there.
It's the most people that we've had on that go there, from what I've seen. And then also it's just late night. Everybody's kind of just having fun. By the time most people get there, they're already kind of a little...
We could try this Thursday.
Nah.
Okay.
I'll probably just go by myself.
Okay, so when do you want to do this Thursday? Maybe every 2 weeks.
Maybe.
We'll see. We got to run through the footage and see how this actually looks. And then maybe we'll keep going. If not, if we decide that we want to call this a wash, we'll probably just put up the pictures.
And not do a log?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to, though, because it was fun. But I wanted to be more interactive with the camera to people. Like, have them say funny stuff on there. And I don't think I got that as much.
I always wonder how people do recordings of, like, just casual conversation, Because Kev does that with Dead Good. When he does the shows, he has a cameraman going around, kind of just recording everything. And it looks natural whenever his team does it.
Yeah.
I want to see how they get an eye for that. Because I don't want to just walk around with the camera and get into people's face, But then you also don't want to tell them, like, hey, we're going to have a camera walking around. Because then they get like, whoa, well,
Maybe it's because they know what that camera's there for.
I guess. Maybe it's because it's their shows typically that they do it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But, yeah, we also need to get into what happened to Trump, dude.
Yeah.
He got shot.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode. That's it. But, yeah, dude, it was Saturday that it happened, right? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, so he was doing one of his fun rallies over in Pennsylvania. Bethel County, Pennsylvania,
USA.
I think it was. Which is a very, like, Trump-heavy state.
Mm-hmm. Look at how the Secret Service are around him. It's just so crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they, whatchamacallit? While he was up there, he was doing his fun little speech thingy. And all of a sudden, like, 3 pops go off, and then he grabs his ear and drops to the floor. And I'm just like, me and Justine were sitting on the couch, and then it just happened to pop up. It wasn't even like, I think it was a meme that I saw that, like, alluded to Trump getting shot, and I was like, whoa, shit, what happened? So I looked it up, and then we saw the footage, and he just goes, God damn. And then all of his Secret Service jumps on him. They dogpiled him. It was like he won. It was like he just scored the game-winning touchdown.
Dude.
They all dogpiled him. And then once they finally get him up, he's just like, yeah, viva la revolucion.
Dude, it was insane. It was crazy.
Yeah.
He was wearing his Trump hat. So they got him.
They clipped his ear.
They clipped him as he was looking to the right.
So I think the way that it's like where the direction that he's looking
Where did Trump go?
He's down on the floor.
You're right. They really did bum rush him.
Yeah, look, watch. We're watching the video currently.
Oh, yeah, he already gets down.
He gets down on the floor as soon as he touches his ear. He gets down on the floor, and then Secret Service just dogpiles him because obviously, it's Secret Service. They've said like, all right, whoever the president is, whatever their policies are, whatever, fuck it. I'm a robot. I need to get in front of bullets.
Yeah.
Whenever you apply for Secret Service on Indeed, the job description is jump in front of bullets.
Right? That's the main one.
Yeah.
That's the main description.
So then the bullets stop after, I guess, the gunman saw that Trump was down. He was like, cool, headshot. UAV inbound.
Yeah, right.
And then whatchamacallit? They start picking them up, and then Trump just kind of goes, they didn't get me. Yeah, fist bump. And then the hardest photo ever produced in the world.
Not in the world.
I don't know. That's pretty hard.
The only one United States.
You ever seen that photo of, I think it was Venezuelan counter-terrorists?
No.
You never seen?
No.
There's this crazy photo of this woman in a skirt, and she's got like she's got a rifle, and she's shooting at military police. And the story behind it is that the military police had just killed her lover.
Oh my God.
And she's like because they were like whatchamacallit, counter-terrorists or some shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, so they killed her, and then she was just like,
That's not funny, but yeah, he was looking off. So he was looking off to his right. So I mean, the gunman had to be that way, right?
Well, we saw the photo. Remember where his stage was? It was, let's say, if you're like looking at the stage from where the camera is looking, it would have been to his left.
Yeah.
So Cardinal.
Watch it not align. Watch it
Magic
not
bullet.
align. No, that would have meant that there are 2 shooters.
Probably, yeah. Well, that's the whole thing with the Kennedy shit.
Question.
Yeah.
Well, do you think it hurt his hearing?
Possibly, yeah.
Right?
So the report that we saw was that he got hit, that he got dinged in the top of his ear.
Yeah.
Like right where all the cartilage is.
Yeah.
I think just the noise and the bullet rushing past him, it definitely did something.
I want to know. I want him to describe what it sounded like, what it felt like. Look, that's where the picture's taken, where he's like fist pumping, like,
yeah.
I'm alive.
With the American flag in the background. Goddamn, that picture's so fucking hard. I'm not a Trump supporter, but goddamn, dude, that's such a badass photo.
He just keeps going, yeah.
Secret Service trying to get him down. He's just like,
dude,
yeah.
how they could have shot Trump how many different goddamn times? from the time they got him to the time they ushered him out. I feel like they
Yeah.
did a really bad job at hiding. He should have been like this.
Well, he was also fighting it. I'm pretty sure he was like,
Yeah.
touch a flesh wound.
Dude, when he went down right after they shot him, I think people thought that he was dead at that point.
Yeah, because
they shot him, he looked down, and then he went down.
Yeah. So the shooter was identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, and apparently he was killed immediately.
Why?
Because he had a gun and he was shooting in an open crowd.
Do you think that was a smart idea?
Probably not. The best thing to do would be to bring him into custody, you know?
But you're right, he was shooting in an open crowd.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, bruh.
It's like, hey, I got to kill you. Unfortunately, we can't get the information from you, but if I don't... Somebody else died.
Yeah.
There was another person, a man that was protecting his family. He died. Allegedly. These are also all like... This happened yesterday, so these are all the reports that are like flooding in of eyewitnesses and stuff, and everybody has... I've always said this, like I've had this theory that if you and me, if we went into like an experimental thing, like through the university of like whatever, like UT was just like, hey, we've done this experimental science that can swap your consciousness into another person's body, you would be disoriented.
Yeah.
Because the perspective of like the way people see things, even like this shade is probably completely different in your eyes. Like the way that you perceive it than what I perceive it, you know?
What do you think it is? Do you think it's more pinkish than purplish?
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, so it might be the same. We're just kind of getting all the influx of like everybody's first encounter or like first person accounts that were actually there. And then we were watching that video with Candice Owens.
I love that.
Candio.
Yeah, good play on Jackie O.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, she went in, bruh.
Yeah, dude, she was
She was.
You told me about the video, and I thought it was something that was... I thought that you were saying that it was a ploy by the Trump administration or by his camp that was saying that you were saying that, like, oh, they staged the fake assassination to make him look cooler. And then when I watched it, I was like, oh, that's not what you meant. You meant that there's potentially somebody in the Secret Service that plotted against Trump to assassinate him to get him out of the race, which is very scary.
Yeah. I don't... Civil war. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Civil war is upon us, and we need to move to Mexico.
Nah, Mexico's lame.
Where do we move? El Salvador?
Oh.
Yeah, we need to move to El Salvador.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, I don't even know what to think. The media's going to go crazy this upcoming week.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy reports that are going to come out. A lot of fake ones. I mean, we saw it with the Hawk Tua girl.
We got all her facts wrong.
Yeah. There's just like a bunch of random shit that people said that wasn't true. And give it a couple weeks before you start making a decision on what it actually was.
This video, though, of him just blatantly out.
That's not him.
Huh?
That's not the shooter.
Oh, no, it's not the shooter.
No, because Trump is right there.
So, no, hold on. No, you're right. But look at what it said earlier. It says, so they were already pointing the rifles at the shooter and didn't see him getting into position, but then eliminated him within seconds after he fired.
Yeah, so Candio thinks that this is...
an inside job.
Yeah.
She literally said inside job. And
then she was showing a video of a man that wasn't in like directly in the rally. They were more in towards the back. And he did an interview with whoever was on site at the time. I can't remember who it was. And he was basically saying that he was warning police and like security that was around him, like, hey, there's somebody scaling a building with a rifle right now. Yeah. And they were just like, what?
No.
Rifle? What? Who would carry
Trump
a
supporters?
rifle?
They're all crazy.
You're crazy. And no, seriously, look, he's already on the roof.
If you would just turn your head a little bit to the left, sir.
Roof.
What roof?
You mean like what dogs say? Sir.
No.
Drink some water, bud.
He did look tired.
He looked a little tired. And then he was like, no, look, he's getting into position with his rifle. It looks like he's pointing at the president-elect. Trump isn't the president. What are you? Okay, fine. I guess we'll get somebody to check it out. I guess.
Just so they didn't say that we
You're
did.
so crazy, dude.
He did make a good point, though. The area and where they were, there are not a lot of buildings.
Yeah.
So how is it that all of those buildings didn't have at least one or two people just there?
Yeah, yeah. And then Candace Owens was saying the same thing, that like whenever there's an issue, whenever a potential president or president is going to travel, even she specifically said Donald Trump.
She was around him a lot.
Yeah, during his presidency. And she even stated that her husband actually almost got shot because he came down the wrong staircase, and Secret Service was like, who the fuck are you, blah, blah, blah. He was trying to get close to her at an NRA convention
Well, she
where
was
she was going to be a speaker.
Yeah.
And instead of going, he went left when he should have gone right, basically. He went down the wrong staircase.
Yeah.
And once he was going down there, she was close to Trump, and Secret Service was around him, and they didn't recognize him, so they were like...
Recognize who? The husband?
Her Candace Owens' husband, Mr. Owens. And then they were like, freeze. And he was like, And she was like, no.
Yeah. But she was saying that specific story to kind of give people an idea of how on top
Secret Service has to be. Because,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, the robots, all their life is supposed to be is just protect, like, getting him from the bullets for the president.
Yeah.
And Trump was president at one point, so he does have Secret Service for the rest of his life. Obama still has Secret Service.
Yeah. And so she really does think it's an inside job.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because she's seen the level of scrutiny that the Secret Service has to take into account while he was president, and now he's trying to run again. And the fact that somebody was able to scale a building 150 yards away from where the president-elect was standing and able to get it. They didn't get a good shot. I mean, they got his ear. But
that's pretty close.
It was enough to warrant them. It should have been enough for them to be like, let's get somebody on these roofs.
Dude, if he had just angled it a little bit to the...
Yeah, he was off. It was probably a wind thing.
By a bit.
It was probably a wind thing. If you look at the flags in which direction they're blowing, it probably blew the bullet out. Because at 150 yards, the amount of like elevation... You have to take everything into account, like the elevation, the windage.
That's how you know he wasn't like any sort of military, because
military they rolled that out as well.
Yeah, they rolled out. He's not military. He was a Republican.
He was a registered Republican. He was 20 years old, dude.
20 years old.
Yeah.
He's a child still. His fucking frontal lobe hasn't even
fully developed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude, he got shot.
He died.
But no, not him, Trump.
Oh, yeah.
He's been shot.
The president-elect has been shot. Why didn't they try to do that to Biden?
I figure everybody's just like, time will take care of him.
Honestly, people probably already think he's dead.
Yeah.
He's just like not mentally there anymore. Might as well be dead.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. This is a weird time that we're living in.
Didn't you want to bring a kid into this world?
I do not. Me and Justine talked about that actually. It's a little wild. We're gonna see how these next 5 years play out.
Honestly, it's so scary. Like,
yeah, we might lose a house.
What?
To terror.
Oh yeah. Same.
Because Ferris is gonna be the one spot where they decide to throw another plane down.
No.
Ferris, the cultural hub of Texas.
Right.
You've been to our diner.
The chairs squeak.
We gotta take you out to the bar and grill.
Right, I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, you know what it's called?
What?
Ferris Bar and Grill.
Because why else would you name it?
Why would you name it anything else?
It's very clear.
You know what you know what it doesn't have? A fucking grill.
What?
There's no grill.
It's just a stove.
Not even a fucking George Foreman or anything.
Dude, it's crazy. How is this a thing?
This is the first attempt on a president's life since like Reagan.
Reaganomics. Did he die?
Yeah, Ronald Reagan been dead. But they
'Cause of
tried
the
to assassinate.
gunshot wound?
No, they
Oh.
tried to assassinate him, and then he was just like, "Stop it." There is a story about Andrew Jackson that's pretty fucking badass, where somebody tried to kill him and the gun failed, and then he beat the shit out of him with a cane.
No way.
Yeah, 'cause he
Was he
had-
older?
Jackson, yeah, he was older.
And what happened? He had what?
So I don't know if this is true, but it was while he was on the campaign trail, I believe, or maybe he was just getting out of church or something, and then somebody popped out and was like, "Bang!" But it didn't go bang. And then he would always walk around with his cane, and he called it Old Hickory.
Oh,
So
yeah?
yeah. So it was just like he had a grip on it, like a ball basically, and he just popped it up and then started beating the shit out of this dude.
Jesus Christ.
And then once he did that, they had to pull him off. Like basically like the Secret Service at the time or whatever had to pull Andrew Jackson off of him, and then when they like took care of the guy or whatever, and they looked at the server's weapon or the weapon that the gun that he was gonna shoot was like a single shot pistol, and then they examined it and they were like, there was no reason this shouldn't have fired.
Really?
Like it was perfectly fine. Yeah. So the story goes that Andrew Jackson was so badass that the bullet was too scared to come out.
That's cool.
Andrew Jackson was insane.
Who's Andrew Jackson?
He was a former president. He was like the 20th president. Or
I
something
know,
like that.
but who is Andrew Jackson?
You should read his biography because it's fucking wild.
You know what I mean? Oh, they don't even have a picture of him on Google.
Now there is.
Oh, damn, he's old.
He's on the 20. Yeah.
Not old. He's. What year did he reign?
Just look it up.
Presidency timeline. He looks okay. We're over here complaining about how old Biden is. How old was Andrew Jackson?
I don't think he was that old. He looks older than he was. There was like this weird thing going around where
John Quincy Adams elected president. Corrupt bargain. Everybody's been corrupt.
Yeah. Since the dawn of time, everything is corrupt. Every country, there's never been a country that's existed that hasn't gone through any certain type of corruption.
Yeah.
That president that we were talking about, El Salvador, he's probably corrupt. There's probably something in his past where he's like crooked.
I doubt it.
There's got to be something. Everybody's got skeletons in their closet.
Yeah.
His skeleton is just that one time he stole a candy bar, but he took it back because he felt bad. Fuck. Why is he so cool?
How old is he? Age at inauguration.
So.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Damn, I wish they were. They're not even alphabetical.
No, it's by number. Oh, no, it goes by oldest. Yeah, it goes by, you see at the far right.
Oh, yeah, I see.
So Biden is the oldest. At the age of inauguration, he was 78 years old in 61 days.
That is insane.
Trump was 70 and 220 days, so he was almost 71.
And Ronald Reagan was 69. William Henry Harrison was 68.
I think Obama was the youngest. Oh, Andrew Jackson right there, number 17. He was 57 years old.
Oh, okay. He looked old.
Yeah, they all looked older back then, but it was also because by the time you were like 17, you already had a wife and 3 kids.
Where's Obama?
He's probably at the bottom. He was one of the younger ones.
The youngest was Theodore Roosevelt, 42 years old.
Where's Obama?
John F. Kennedy was 43. Obama, 47.
He was 47, okay.
Mm-hmm. At age of inauguration. Abe Lincoln was 52.
It seems like the 50s are like around
the most popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the youngest was Theodore Roosevelt was also insane.
What do you mean?
You know how he went blind in one eye?
No.
Because he used to have boxing matches while he was president.
What?
Like while he was
He would get into the boxing ring?
Yeah, he was a sitting president, and he would just have boxing matches with the current heavyweight champions. I would be like, bring him to me. Square up.
Shut up.
Yeah, and then one time, I can't remember which one it was, but one of them punched him so hard in the side of the head that he went blind for the rest of his life in his like left or right eye.
That is crazy.
Yeah, dude. Some presidents are fucking awesome.
Theodore Roosevelt.
He was also raised by like his family died, and he was raised by Indians.
Oh, really?
Like Native Americans.
Damn, then why the hell didn't he give them all their land back?
He's insane.
Oh, he was hot. I
Sure.
googled Theodore Roosevelt in his youth. Oh, look at these mutton chops right here.
There was
Who did
it
we
frozen
say that would look good in mutton chops? Was it
Dante.
Atharva? No, Dante had mutton chops.
Oh yeah, ain't look good.
He did look good until he shaved it all off. Look at him here. I don't know how old he is, but he's a handsome little boy there. Look at him here. Hi, dog.
I think when he was a kid, he had cholera or polio or something.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to live long, and then he just became president.
And he was in a wheelchair, no?
No, that was Taft, I think.
Oh. Is that Theodore Roosevelt?
That's not.
No,
Roosevelt.
that's Franklin Roosevelt.
Franklin. Yeah.
Franklin Roosevelt. He was with polio, not Teddy. Not Theodore.
Polio, that's what he got. Yeah, imagine how bad that blanket stunk.
Ew. What blanket?
The blanket that he had over his knees.
Why?
Because he never washed it.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching Jesus and Menudos. That'll be it for this week. Make sure you're tuning in, sharing, subscribing, and following us on TikTok, Instagram, and everywhere else where you get on social media. And we'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.